Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. We're just going to go into the Jack O'Sullivan missing case. Jack O'Sullivan, the 24-year-old man who has been missing since March the 2nd, 2024. If anyone doesn't know this case, after a night out in Bristol, despite extensive searches, media appeals, and a substantial reward, his whereabouts remain a mystery to his family and authorities. O'Sullivan was last seen approximately at 3:17 a.m. on March the 2nd, 2024, walking onto a grass area at the junction of Brunel Lock Way and Brunel Way in Bristol. The night out, he attended a house party in the Hotwells area of the Bristol area after going to a pub with friends. 1 a.m., O'Sullivan texted his mother, Catherine, saying he would take a taxi home. Shortly before 3 a.m., he left the house party. He was captured on CCTV near the Cumberland Basin. He attempted to call a friend who was still at the party. His friend called back and the call disconnected after O'Sullivan said hello, but we believe that it might have been his answer phone. 5:40 a.m, his phone was placed at an address in Granby Hill area, which was, don't forget, that is away from the river, and that was 5:40 a.m. 6:44 a.m, his phone remained active on the network until this time. Physical description: he is 5'10" tall, of slim build and short brown hair. Clothing: he was last seen wearing a quilted green-brown barber jacket over a beige wool jumper, navy chinos and brown leather trainers with white soles. Obviously, we know about the police investigations, but they've stopped helping the O'Sullivan family, and basically they have to email updates from the police and vice versa, which is absolutely crazy. And the Facebook page have got over 98,000 members, people. I mean, concerns about the police. The family had formally complained about the police's handling of the investigation, alleging that mistakes were made early on in the leads were missed. And there is an anonymous donor offered £100,000 reward for information that leads to O'Sullivan being found. And obviously this month earlier, his family made a fresh appeal for information, pleading for anyone who knows what happened to come forward. And it's just a little bit about Catherine. She's worked tirelessly to see whether she can find her son. And it must be a nightmare, to be honest with you, in not knowing where a family member is. Let's just get straight into this, people.
And the next minute he's gone. And you'd think he'd been abducted by an alien. But where is he? I woke up at just before 5:30 and I just sensed that Jack wasn't home. I just knew something wasn't right. The police came, took a statement, didn't really seem that concerned. And I guess for them, a large percentage of people in this position do turn up because they've just had a late night or they've stayed at a friend's. But for me, I was frantic. And pretty much from that night to now, our relationship with the police just changed completely. I don't think the police will ever find Jack. Somebody could ring them and tell them this is where he is and this is what's happened. I think they'd be very reluctant to even look.
Wow.
So it's kind of up to us to do this. All I know is that 1 minute Jack's there, the next minute he's gone. And you'd think he'd been abducted by an alien. But where is he?
That was by the News Movement. They've actually got some documentaries and actually talking to Jack's mum, and it's absolutely brilliant, to be honest with you. So let's keep putting that case out there. I know Ali's looking into some information on missing Jack O'Sullivan, and she's even going to go up to Bristol when she's got a little bit of time. Let's look at some of the messages. Have they properly searched the river? Well, they said they did, to be honest with you. They put a lot of man hours into it, say the police. They may not have thought of checking there. That's the first place I would have looked. It was sarcasm, said the sender. Why have the police not helped the poor mum? What is the reason? Well, they have, at the end of the day. You've got to go over the case. They have checked. They think he went into the river, but his mum and family don't think that. I hope that he returned safely. This poor family are living in a nightmare. Just what I said, day to day. Absolutely terrible, because there's no leads. So we should actively basically put this case out there, people. Join the Facebook group. any information, I'll put my email in the chat, and please come back to me. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment and follow the channel. Really, really important in finding Jack, because like I said, the efforts his mum and family, brother, father have put into finding Jack is absolutely unbelievable. And like I said, someone anonymous has put money up. It's not about the money, to be honest with you. It's finding Jack and what happened to him. But like I said, there are absolutely no clues at this moment, and it's important to keep putting this case up just in case it jogs someone's memory. A taxi driver, someone who saw an incident around about that time Jack went missing. I believe he got into a car, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, he may have been familiar with that person, but it's definitely very, very odd. There's a slim chance, sadly, that I think that he's possibly still alive. But if he is, then please contact your parents. Thank you, people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also Streamline Investigations. Thank you.